Hi everybody, just want to welcome you to the 8th annual Saratoga Classic Car Show. It was actually put on by this lovely lady next to me, her husband, Tiger Tierlink. This is Cindy, and if anybody got one of our programs, turn it over, you get a picture of both of them. This is a phenomenal event. People love coming to Saratoga. It's a really hot day, but I'll tell you, looking at these cool cars, people are just in awe of some of them. They are very expensive, many of them. They've been refinished, some of them haven't, and they've got a lot of classic ability and future to them. We thank you for coming. We hope you all enjoy it. And Saratoga, you know, we got so much going for us. You ought to come down and visit. Check it out.
Yeah.
I've owned it for about a year and a half. I got it from New Jersey. A friend of mine, we were playing cards one night and he says, you need a car. You need a third. I needed a third car. And he told me about this one. His uncle owned it. And he told me the price of it and everything. And I said, let me see some pictures. So he showed me the pictures, and I thought it was gorgeous. It had black walls on it when I first got it. I just got the white walls put on it. But I've done very little to it. I've done a little bit, very little. No mechanic, everything was done. Everything's brand new on the bottom. If you look in the mirror, you would see the bottom. It's just one of the million car. I just got it on it was just one of those things that come up in your life that once in a lifetime.
Yeah, this is Rich Sotelo. I'm from San Martin, California, and I belong to the San Jose Classic Chevys for the last 10 years, and I've had this car for about 20 years. And my first car was a 1955 when I was in high school, and when I turned 55, I told my wife I'm going to be driving another 55, and there it is. So I bought this one from Sunnyvale Towing Service in Sunnyvale, and all the work I've done, modified the engine, transmission, changed the rims on there, and the only thing that's pretty much stock is the interior. A lot of hard work, but there's a lot of memories into this car. My wife and I are car buffs. We have a 1955, 1941 Chevy, and a 1970 VW convertible, and also just new in the family is a 2007 Corvette. So as you can see, I love my cars.
Well, my name is Larry Maggio, and I live in Los Gatos, and this is a 1968 Mustang California Special. It was a promotional car, as many probably try to remember. Ford was on strike in 1968, so to have Ford try to produce more sales, there was a dealership in Los Angeles that came out with the concept of making a promotional car. So they hooked up with Carroll Shelby and A.O. Smith out of Illinois, and they produced 4,118 Mustang California Specials that were all produced only in San Jose, California plant. Of the 4,118, 500 went up to the state of Washington and were called Gold Nugget Specials. There was another 1,000 that went to the state of Colorado, sold in a forest green, and was known as a High Country Special. The rest were all sold in the district sales offices in the western region of the United States. This is an original California car that was originally sold in Clovis, and it went through another owner and then eventually to myself. I restored this car 16 years ago. This is a paint job that's 16 years old. This is an actual GT California Special, which required a 4-barrel V8. Came with heavy duty suspensions. And so there's only so many of these left. This came with a 4-barrel 302, and this is one of 93 cars in existence. The promotional sales pitch of this car was that you can buy a Shelby Mustang for the cost of a Mustang. As you notice, if you're looking around the car, it's got 65 T-bird lights. It's got the ducktail rear end on the trunk lid. It's got the Shelby side scoops, and it's also got the Shelby hood locks. In 1968, they put the Marshall fog lights that were from France, but in 1969, California banned those lights, and were recalled to have the car come in and be replaced with the Lucas Square 8 lights. I happened to find a set of original Marshalls, which are now currently back in the original spots on the car. So as I was saying about the Marshall lights, these had like an eyebrow. The state of California claimed that they were blinding people. The oncoming said recall them. So these are the holes that Ford drilled at the dealership to replace the lights. I located the real McCoys and put them back in their original spots.
Hi, Steve Marcotte from San Jose, California. My vehicle is a 2014 Shelby GT 500. It is the last year of the large V8 in the Shelby, and they haven't made one since then. Supposedly in 2018 they're supposed to come out with a new model of it, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. I've been to the Saratoga Car Show here. This is my 3rd year in a row. This is probably by far the best year that I've seen out here.
Okay, my name is John Couch, and this is a 2017 Ferrari F12. The first models came out in 2000. Actually, it's a 2017. The first models came out in 2012. I saw them originally at the Wynn showroom. Fell in love with the design. To me, it's like a piece of artwork.
This is a 1952 Aston Martin Lagonda. It is one of about, I think, 124 made in this style, of which they think about 31 remain due to it being pillaged because of sharing a drivetrain with the DB2/4 that's a little bit more popular, thanks to James Bond. So this was the touring version. It's the first car that was made under the Lagonda badge after Aston Martin acquired them back in the early 50s.
My name is Ron Landrum. This is called a Slingshot, made by Polaris, and it's just a really fun car. Everywhere I go, it gets plenty of attention, so it makes people smile, and which is more than half of the fun of having it. It's a three-wheel, so California still recognizes it in the motorcycle class, and then it's belt-driven. So that's a carbon fiber belt.